Welcome to the Shopify SEO Diagnostic. My name is Edmund Pelgan. This is a presentation that I'm going to go through that's going to help you as a Shopify store owner diagnose how your SEO is going. And the whole idea of this document is to help you figure out where you are before you go and spend any money, engage an agency, do any sort of SEO activity, so you know what the baseline is. And I'm going to give you some key ideas and strategies about how you can assess your SEO, where your site is now. And you can do this every couple of months just to reiterate, check, validate what your activities are doing and the success that they're having. So my name's Edmund Pelgan. I've been working in SEO for over 15 years, works for some leading brands, Lorna Jane, Super Amart, Petal & Pup, Flight Centre, Roses Only, and more. You can find my contact details there on LinkedIn, YouTube, or my website, Edmund Pelgan. I've also got a free Shopify SEO Accelerator community where you can just hang out. You can get resources like this tool there and some free training as well. At some point, it may go paid, who knows? But I'm just looking for a great place to help other Shopify store owners figure out their SEO. So the goal of this presentation is I'm going to step you through a specific process of how to assess your SEO performance. It's a step-by-step guide. We're going to use not a free tool, but a tool called Ubersuggest, which does have a free 7-day trial, I think, but it's super affordable. I've found a lot of SEO tools can be quite expensive. SEMrush, Ahrefs, the entry point's over $100. It's quite expensive for a lot of people just starting out who don't know if they need the tools. As I said, the best times to do this analysis are before you even begin SEO. It gives you an opportunity or the tools to analyze where your site is. Second time to do this is on an ongoing basis, every couple of months, to assess your performance, especially if you engage someone to do SEO for you, okay? The tool we're going to use, as I mentioned, is Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest has come a long way in the last couple of years. It has a free trial, 7-day free trial. It's $29 a month. It is super powerful and super insightful. I'm going to do this analysis on a randomly chosen website called chic.com.au. And if you also want to learn more about, excellent resource there. All right. So what I've done is I've broken up this whole SEO diagnostic into 6 key areas that you want to look at. You can look at each one of these individually or as a group when you're doing the analysis, but they consist of search visibility, page performance, page optimization, website health, backlinks, and branded search. Search visibility is what am I ranking for? Are they the terms? Am I missing any keywords? Page performance, which pages on my site are doing well? Which collections or product pages are ranking and getting the traffic? Page optimization. How well optimized are my pages so that they can get found in Google search? Website health, there's a bunch of issues in Shopify. Shopify does a pretty good job with the technical issues, but there's a couple of key areas you want to address. Backlinks, do I have enough? Where are they coming from? How do I get more? And branded search, it's a really critical thing in the current market as of 2024. Are people searching for you by name? It's a key support point for your SEO performance, as well as reducing your reliance for ranking for commercial terms, because you always rank number 1 for your own name. Or search visibility. The questions you want to ask here, are we ranking for any keywords that are generating organic traffic? Is the number of keyword phrases that I'm ranking for and the ranking position improving and increasing over time? Are the keywords that you are ranking for, are they commercial and transactional, or are they just random keywords that have inadvertently ranked because you've written a strange blog post? The other question you might want to answer is, are the pages ranking? For a Shopify site, we want the collections pages and the products pages to do most of the ranking because we're trying to rank for commercial terms. When people are looking to buy something, they're going to search, and you want your collections pages or your product pages to rank. And then the other question you want to ask from a search visibility perspective is, are there commercial terms that I'm not ranking for but my competitors are? All right, so the way that we're going to do this is this document that you can get access to in the school community or somewhere near this video is going to step you through the specific steps of using Ubersuggest. Now, rather than actually go through it, I've taken screenshots here and I'll step you through that process. So what you want to do is there's a tool called traffic estimation. You put in the traffic overview section and you put in your URL. And what you'll get is a set of reports. And the first one you want to look at is the traffic overview. And the traffic overview report is going to tell you, hey, you're ranking for this many keywords in organic search, generating this much organic traffic. Now, this is all of the keyword the keyword terms that your site ranks for, and it gives you an indication of how many people are coming to the site. Now, this includes branded search and non-branded search or commercial terms. Branded search is people searching for you by name. And non-branded is all the commercial terms, wedding dresses, cocktail dresses, things like that. The next set of charts you want to look at are the organic traffic and SEO keywords ranking charts. Now, in front of you is an estimate of the organic traffic that your site is receiving over time. And if you look at this one, it's increasing. More traffic, good. So that's what you want to see. You want to see your organic traffic systematically growing over time. If it's flat, it indicates that either you're not improving rankings, you're not expanding rankings, or your collections or catalog pages aren't optimized for the broader variety of keywords that are available to you. So that's an ongoing measure of how your SEO activities are working. In terms of the SEO keywords ranking, this chart tells you where your keywords are ranking. You can see in green over time, you can see that the number is going up, but what you want to see is the green and yellow, which are keywords on page 1, positions 1 to 3, 4 to 10. So that's the measure of how your rankings are improving and the number of keyword phrases that you're ranking for. The next key data point in this report is the SEO keywords table. Now, the SEO keywords table will just give you a very top level view of all of the keyword phrases that your site is ranking for. Now, what we want to do is click View All Keywords, and it'll take you through to the more comprehensive keywords by traffic table. Now, this is an important table. This gives you information on all of the keyword phrases that you're ranking for, the monthly volume, the search position, the estimate of the visits. So it estimates how much traffic you're getting from that position, from that ranking, and then a measure of the SEO difficulty for ranking for that. And you can see in this case here, this site here is ranking for all of these great commercial transactional terms: dresses, wedding, guest clothes, dresses for Christmas, etc. You can see that they're doing great. And what's really important here is you can see the pages that are ranking for those keyword terms. And in a lot of cases, these are all collections pages, which tells you that this site is well structured, has had good visibility because it's got collections ranking. It's ranking for good non-branded keyword terms. Now, if you see next to each one of these boxes, you can click on the search results. And what that'll do is it'll give you a screenshot of the pages that are ranking for that keyword phrase. So in this case here, you can see I've expanded the search results near the keyword dresses, and I can see, Forever New, Chic, Mesh, all of these other competitor sites ranking for the term dresses. And this just gives you some insight into who the other players are in the market. Not that you wouldn't already know, but what's really helpful here is it's got an estimate of the amount of traffic that each of those sites is getting, which is here. And then also an analysis of the number of links that those pages has, as well as the domain authority. So in a quick glance, you can say, hey, to compete for the term dresses, these are the people here. I'm in position 2, but look at everyone else. They've got more links, fewer links, etc. They're more authoritative, etc. Now, another way that you can use this keyword tool in Ubersuggest is to analyze a keyword gap. Now, a keyword gap is a simple concept. It's basically what keyword phrases are competitors ranking for that I'm not ranking for. That's the gap. So in this case, in this demo, our site is chic.com.au. It's a women's clothing brand. Now, when you analyze the site, you simply go into the keyword research section and click on similar websites and enter the URL. In this case, I've put my brand here. And what will happen is it'll generate this page. And at the very top, it'll show you a bunch of similar websites, which are domains that rank for similar keywords. Now, what you want to do here is if you look at this chart, you can see ASOS has a ton of organic traffic and the rest of the charts are way down here. It's not that insightful. And the reason here is because ASOS, Maya, The Iconic, they rank for a whole broad range of keyword terms because they are general retailers. They sell to men's clothes, women's clothes, children's clothes, etc. Whereas my site, in this case, Chic, is just women's clothing. So what I want to do is on the right here, I've got more domains. It's a drop down that allows you to see what other sites are in the market. And so what I've gone through is I've gone through and filtered out. I don't want to see all of these broader general retailers. I want women's clothing retailers. So I've gone through and picked them just to get them on the chart so I can validate, yep, we've all got the similar visibility, etc. And that tells me if my chart was at the bottom, but all these other women's retailers were higher, it's telling me, hey, there's an opportunity here. I'm not ranking for as many terms as they do. So as I scroll down, what you want to do is analyze the keyword gap on those sites between your site and theirs. So in this case here, I've chosen an example called Saint Frock, right, which in this case is another women's retailer in Australia. And so if I just scroll down to this chart here, what you'll see is here are all the similar sites. And under Saint Frock, I've clicked View All under the column Keyword Gap. And this shows me all of the keywords that they rank for that I do not. So what is that? Just take a step back and figure out what that means for you. These are terms that they are also women's clothing retailers. These are terms that they rank for. Should you rank for them? Do you have similar products? So you go through them and have a look. You can start to see, oh, great, they rank for jeans, sequin dresses, denim skirts, etc. And then you might ask yourself, you know what? I want to find keyword phrases for which I have products, but I do not currently rank. And in this case here, I've pulled up the example of Saint Frock and they rank for the term jeans, which has 40,000 monthly searches. Now, if I sell jeans, but I'm not ranking, this is the keyword gap. That either means A, I don't have a collections page optimized to show all of my jeans, or B, I might have a collections page, but it's so poorly optimized that it's not ranking, or my site is C, simply not authoritative enough to rank for those terms. So you can see in one fell swoop, you've got quick visibility into the keyword phrases that you're ranking for, the keywords that the competitors are ranking for, your visibility over time, and it starts to give you a sense of, okay, this is where I am in the market, this is where the competitors are, and here are the keyword gaps that I'm missing that I can now take remedial action to try to target. The next section in this SEO diagnostic is we're looking at page performance. Now, what do I mean by page performance? What I'm trying to do here is when I'm looking at my site, I'm trying to get a sense of which pages on the site are ranking for keywords and generating the traffic. A lot of sites will launch and they'll get all this, they'll rank for X number of keywords in SEMrush or something like that. And the keyword phrases will just be generic keyword phrases, inopportune keywords that are completely not relevant, not commercial terms. So this is really important, understanding which pages are doing a good job, because this will tell you, hey, I don't have enough collections or I don't have enough well-optimized products. The question you want to ask yourself is, are the terms that I'm ranking for commercial or transactional? Are they generating sales? And then the third question to ask is, what opportunities are there? Based on that analysis, what opportunities are available for me to improve my rankings for the keywords by improving my page performance? So in Ubersuggest, the way to do this is to have a look at the top pages by traffic. You simply navigate to that section in the menu, put in the URL for the website, and you'll get a number of reports. And the first report you want to look at is top pages by traffic. And if you look at this here, you can see this is the table that is generated for top pages by traffic. Now remember, I'm having a look at the page optimization. I'm trying to see, if I go back here, we're assessing page performance. I look at these pages and the top pages are the collections page for best dressed guest wedding, collections Christmas party, dresses, evening gowns, coordinated sets, etc. And I can see the SEO title, the title tag for that page, wedding guest dresses, Christmas party outfits, etc. So in a glance, I can see, hey, these are all, I've got a good broad range of pages ranking. I've got good non-branded keyword phrases ranking. It's indicative to me that my pages, I've got enough pages doing a good job, that my catalog is broadly well optimized, right? The way that you can actually see what each of these pages is ranking for is this little item here, view all. So next to each one of these pages that is ranking, you simply click this view all option here, and it will show you all of the other keyword phrases that are ranking. So in this case here, you can see the best dressed guest wedding edit page not only ranks for wedding guest clothes, which has 60,000 searches in position 3, but it's visible for all of these other terms. And so this is an example of how a well-optimized page or a collections page can rank for a variety of different keyword phrases. You can see the position, the monthly volume, the estimated visits, the cost per click if you were to pay for Google Ads. So it's really insightful data. Now, the question is, how is that helpful? It's helpful because you can see that the page is optimized in a way that allows it to rank for a broad range of terms. Good keywords in the page title, good on-page copy, the URL is optimized, etc. But we'll get further onto that on-page optimization later on. Now, here's another really interesting or useful feature of Ubersuggest, right? The question is, how can I see which pages are ranking for similar or like keywords? There's this concept in SEO called keyword cannibalization, where what you want to do is you want to have a single page targeting a single keyword or keyword variations. Sometimes you'll have multiple pages that are similarly optimized. They'll have the same keywords in the title. And it creates this concept called keyword cannibalization, where Google's trying to figure out which one do I rank first. And another way to analyze this in Ubersuggest is you look at this top pages by traffic report, and at the top there's a little filter option. And in this case here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter the pages there for the term party dresses. I want to see, of all of the pages on my website generating traffic, which ones are visible for phrases relating to party dresses. I just want to make sure, is my party dresses page ranking? Is it doing the job, or are there other pages competing for it? Because by color, by style, etc., right? So what we do is open up the filter box. I've inserted party dresses here, right? And it's important to remember, you'll get a much more specific listing by making that keyword search term more specific. If it's very general, party dress, I'm going to get a whole variation of keyword phrases and it'll tell me which pages are ranking. So you can play with it, be more specific or less specific. In this case here, I've put in the term party dress and here are the results. So on the website chic.com.au, I've filtered for the term party dress. And in this case here, I can see all of these pages have some visibility for keyword phrases relating to party dresses. Now, if I want to see what those keyword phrases are, I'll just click the view all next to them. And in this case here, I've got this dedicated collection page for cocktail party dresses. And I can see all of these other pages are ranking too, which I want to check, am I suffering from keyword cannibalization here? But let's just have a look at the party dresses page. So what I'll do, I will expand click the view all button next to it, and I can see that my party dresses page is ranking for party dresses in position 5, party and dress, a party dress, party ideas, dresses, etc., all these variations. But one thing that sticks out to me is that there is a search phrase here that says party dress for birthday. 590 monthly searches, I'm in position 4. And so you've got to ask yourself, that's a relatively specific high volume phrase. I'm only in position 4. What are my opportunities? What do I do here? Do I improve the ranking? And if so, how do I do it? So your first option is to improve this page's ranking for party dresses for birthdays. Now, remember, it's a general party dresses page and the title tag here is cocktail party dresses. So the question is, do I improve this page or do I potentially get a better page, a more specific page around party dresses for birthdays or birthday party dresses? The way that you could improve that page is you could improve the page by adding more on-page copy, writing about party dresses, things like that, writing about birthday parties. Alternatively, as I said, if the search volume is sufficiently high enough, you might create a new collection page. In this case here, I've given you an example. You might create a collection called birthday party dresses. So in a glance, you can see, hey, my party dresses page is ranking well for cocktail dresses. It's also ranking for other phrases that potentially there's an opportunity to create a more specific page. So you can see the power of this report and this insight. So as you review the pages on your site that are generating rankings, look at all of the keywords that each page ranks for. If they're relevant, ask yourself, can I improve them? Or if there's an opportunity to create a better ranking because there's a more focused page, then you could potentially create that. All right, the next part of this Shopify SEO diagnosis is page optimization. Now, this is a little bit different to the previous one. In this one here, page optimization, I just want to understand whether the pages on the site are optimized correctly. When I talk about page optimization, I'm talking about the on-page elements. Keywords in the title tag, keywords on the page, keywords in the heading, keywords in the URLs, things like that. I want to understand, is my site well optimized? Do I need to expand my optimization? It's more of a technical focus in this section of the diagnosis. You can ask yourself, how can I improve the pages so I rank for more keyword phrases or improve the rankings that I have? And the other opportunity is to look at your competitors and look at how they're optimizing their pages. Remember, this is a more technical focus as opposed to the previous section where we analyzed the page's performance. So, page optimization. What we want to do is in Ubersuggest, we can look at a whole range of aspects of the site. But fundamentally, what we want to talk about at a very basic level, because you could get distracted and spend a lot of time on things that don't matter. But in this case here, the 3 key elements you want to look at are 1, the page title, which is a short description that appears at the top of every browser. It's the text that ranks a page. It's the text that appears in the Google search results. The page title should contain the target keyword or variations as close to the front as possible. You've got about 60 characters to work with. The URL is the actual URL of the website, of the page that's ranking. For a collections page, it's domain.com/collection name. And the other key thing is the H1 heading, which is the primary heading on the page. And I've taken a screenshot here of this page from Chic. So you can see at the top here, it's cocktail dresses, chic party dresses. So the keyword phrase cocktail dresses in the page title. The URL, the collection's name is cocktail dresses. So there's the keyword there. And there's also the H1 heading here on the page, which is cocktail dresses as well. So you can see this is a well-optimized page. Now you can go through every page manually on that site and look at it from that context, or you can run a site audit using Ubersuggest, and that will analyze a whole bunch of pages for you and allow you to quickly analyze whether your pages are well optimized. So in this case here, you go to the site audit menu item, add the URL, and click Site Audit. And Ubersuggest will go away and crawl your site. It'll probably take around 10 minutes, but it will crawl up to a maximum of 1,000 pages. And that's sufficient for most sites. It'll give you an indication of how well your pages are optimized. And in this case here, you'll get a report that comes up and the page looks like this, which is your site audit page. And what we want to do is we want to go over here to the Pages Discovered section and click on See All Pages. We want to get straight through and see the pages that were discovered. And this is what the Pages Discovered report looks like. On the left, you've got the specific page itself. You can see the page title. So for example, the home page is optimized for chic, shop online, dresses, tops, and playsuits. The response code is 200, which means the page loads. And then you can see the URL here. And what you can do is just drop these pages into a CSV file. Click to export it because the spreadsheet tool will allow you to analyze it more efficiently. Because in this case here, it's just the page title and the URL. Once you drop it into a spreadsheet, you'll see there'll be a column for the page title, the column for the URL. And at a glance, looking at this, and there's a section in this document that tells you how well the pages are optimized. With a Shopify site, navigate down through the list of URLs to the collections URLs, all right? Because product pages will naturally self-optimize. So for example, if there's a product that is a red Nike shoe size 10, that's what it is. It will rank for red Nike shoe size 10, whereas a collections page has the opportunity to rank for a bunch of different variations. Tees, women's t-shirts, women's silk t-shirts, women's cotton t-shirts, all the variations there are opportunities here. And so if you look at the collections pages, you ask yourself, is the keyword in the page title or variations in the page title? Is the keyword in the URL? And is the keyword in the H1? And I've given you some examples here. So for example, this collection here, skirts, the skirts page or collections pages, skirts, shop mini, maxi, and midi skirts this winter. So that page is optimized in a way that it will rank for mini skirts, maxi skirts, midi skirts, or skirts generally. Whereas if I just left the default collection with the title skirts, it's just going to rank for skirts and not all of those subtle variations that people use when they're looking for different skirts. So the question is, if all of the collections that you have on your site that you've exported to a spreadsheet and looked at have keywords in them that are diverse and varied, then you've got a sense that your collection pages are well optimized, right? If your collections title just has the name on it, just a single keyword phrase, say skirts, then it's not well optimized. Next thing is website health. Website health is really important from the perspective of allowing your site to perform well. Now, the beauty of Shopify is that out of the box, Shopify is a good platform that takes care of 90% of technical issues. But there are always small technical issues that come through, things like broken links and whatnot. And there are a couple of other duplicate content issues that Shopify generates that I personally feel need to be addressed that will improve your rankings. So the way to address the small technical issues is to use the site audit functionality of Ubersuggest. The key thing to remember before you run this is that not all technical issues are critical or important. Ubersuggest will generate a list of issues, and some other tools will generate massive lists of technical issues. And you can spend hours and a ton of money trying to fix them for no upside, for very little upside. So in this case here, I'm just going to focus on the ones that you need to fix quickly and easily. So in this case here, what you want to do is click on Site Audit in the sidebar, run the analysis on the site, and then on that report page, there's a section called SEO Issues Discovered. Okay, click on See All SEO Issues and you will see this report here. This is the SEO Issues report. Now, it'll say, hey, 42 pages have a low word count, 169 have duplicate meta descriptions, etc. And you can click through here and see the details. The beauty of Ubersuggest, what I love about it is it's got this little link here that says, what is it and how do I fix it? So it really quickly gets you to the point. It explains what's an issue and why it's an issue. It gives you a difficulty score of difficulty of how to fix it and the SEO impact, what's high. You fix the ones that are high. So what I want you to do is, as you run that analysis on your site, you want to look at a couple of technical issues. These are the ones that really count. Duplicate title tags. This is where, for example, you might have two collections pages that are very similarly optimized or almost exact. Let's say you had two collections pages that were optimized for midi skirts or whatever that is. You've got two pages competing. You need to change one, you need to close one down and redirect it, whatever that is, fix it. The other issue you want to focus on is pages with broken internal links. Now, a broken internal link, for example, might be where on a collections page, you've talked about some products and you've linked to another page, linked to a product page. If those links are broken, so they just generate what's called a 404 error, it's not a good user experience. And it also doesn't facilitate the distribution of link equity or juice that helps you rank on a site. So you need to find those and fix them, and Ubersuggest will give you that data. The other issue is 404 pages. When a page is broken and can't be found, it's a bad user experience. Someone may search Google and still land on that page and it'll say, hey, page not found. It's terrible. You'll lose a sale, especially if it's a very bottom of funnel transactional or commercial term. So what you want to do is find all of those broken pages, or if you delete a page in Shopify, make sure you redirect it. Shopify has this URL redirects feature, which I've linked to in this document, which you can then go in and put the old URL and say, hey, the new page is over here. So fix the 404s. And the other issue that is a really quick and easy fix is pages with duplicate or no meta descriptions. Now, the meta description is the snippet of text that appears beneath each search result in Google. Every page should have a custom meta description. If you don't put a custom meta description, Google will create one for you by scraping the content on the pages. People who run Google Ads spend hours trying to write small ads with high converting copy. So you should do the same, because the idea is a well-written meta description, if someone sees it on a search results page, will encourage them to click through to the website. So that's really important. The beauty is you can use tools like ChatGPT or Claude now. The AI tools will facilitate that and make it super fast, really critical. All right, the other big technical issue, once you fix the little things, there's a couple of big technical issues on Shopify relating to duplicate content. And these are, out of the box, Shopify tends to create duplicate product URLs. And if you're using what's called product tags, it can create duplicate tag pages. Now, I won't go into it in too much detail here. I've written in here how to fix them. I've got a couple of videos on them. But basically, the first one is in relation to the duplicate product URLs is, you know, on Shopify, a product can sit within multiple collections. If you click on a collection and then navigate to a product, it creates a URL or a page which has the collection in it as well as the product name. If you then navigate via another collection, you get another product page which has the different collection name in it. In addition, you also have the product page itself, which is domain.com/product name. So you've got 3 pages effectively the same. So you don't want that. You can address this in Shopify. You can fix it yourself using the strategy here, or you can get one of those third-party technical support websites to fix it. But needless to say, the upside for this, of fixing these issues, is that it will reduce the number of pages that Google has to crawl, and it will also facilitate or improve the internal linking structure, which will allow the pages to rank. Number 5, when you're analyzing your website, when you're doing your SEO diagnostic, you want to have a quick glance at the backlinks pointing to your website. As backlinks are the most critical off-page element that helps a website rank. A backlink is simply a link from a third-party website to yours. You want to know, how many websites does my website have? Is the number growing or declining? How many links do my competitors have? And the other quick issue is looking at the competitors' links is, how are they getting links? Are there link acquisition strategies that I need to replicate, copy, etc.? Now, in Ubersuggest, the way that you do that is to use the backlinks overview feature. You simply put in the URL of the website and it will give you a chart that shows backlinks ranking over time, new and lost referring domains. Just review them in detail. In this case here, you've got a screenshot, a report here of all of the backlinks, and you can see the source page, the domain authority and page authority of the page linking to you, a spam score. The anchor text is the linking text they use to link to you. So just go through this and look at them and answer these following questions. You want to have a broad range of links. Actually, before I go through those questions, I'll go back up here and show you this section here. There's a couple of link types that I suggest that you want to focus on with a Shopify site. At a very minimum, these are the kinds of links you want to have. Foundational links are all of the links from your social media profiles, business directories, etc. They're fast and easy to acquire. You can submit sites yourself, or you can outsource for a couple $100 to a lot of third-party sites. They'll do directory submissions for you. Sponsored links. Now, Google will tell you, and a lot of white hats will tell you, that sponsored or paid placement links are against Google's terms of service, and they are. The reason being that they don't want people to game the organic search results. The reality is, if you're in the e-commerce space, you're competing with a whole bunch of other brands that are incorporating paid or sponsored links into their link building campaigns, right? So at some point, you may need to use paid or sponsored links to kickstart your rankings, to improve specific pages. But as I always say, you have to do everything in moderation and in balance. You need to focus also on other ways of acquiring links naturally, which is getting harder and harder over time. And the third strategy, which is a more natural way to do it, although this is getting spammed as well, is digital PR, promoting your content, promoting your site in a way that gets media publications to write about you, to share your content, to link to you. It takes time. You need to be able to develop unique, interesting content that's link worthy, that people will write about, that will like to share on social media. Do outreach to find people who can link to you and that who will link to you, and encourage that. So start with foundational links, get all those business directory links and social media profile links set up. Leverage sponsored placements. There's a ton of services that'll help you do that. And then start figuring out, what's my free, natural, organic strategy for acquiring links? Is it content? There's a ton of different strategies. And this video is not about link building. There's a ton of different things you can do. It just takes time and effort, and you need to be unique and different, because there's a lot of spammers out there and everyone's tired of those link pitches. So you need to be creative about it. But fundamentally, when you look at the links on your website, ask yourself, do I have a presence in business directories? Google expects to see you listed in business directories. Am I there? Are they linking to me? Are all my social media links linking to me? Do I have links from sponsored sites, paid links? Are they spammy? Are they better quality? Have a look at that, because if you've engaged in SEO in the past, you may very well have some really low quality links. And then, am I getting PR links? And the fundamental issue here is then take that analysis and put in your competitor's website and look at theirs. Have a look at their backlink profile. Do they have more than me, less than me? How do they acquire links? What's their strategy? And then that'll give you a sense of, okay, I've got fewer links, I've got to get more. How do I do it? And the final thing is branded search. Now, as of 2024, there were a bunch of leaks in Google, but a lot of information came out indicating that Google looks at people searching for you by your business name as a measure of whether you're a true business or a spammy business. So the question you want to know is, how many people are searching for my brand name, and is it growing? Why are they searching for me by name? Do I have pages to meet each of those queries? And how can I take advantage of branded search? Branded search is great because you always, or you should always, rank number one for your own brand name. So anything that you do that will encourage branded search is going to get you to position one straight away. And if more people are searching for you by name because of some marketing activity, then you will get that traffic. It's good free traffic. So how do you assess branded search with Ubersuggest? What you want to do is their keyword research tool, basically. But before we get into that, there is a free tool called Google Search Console. Google Search Console is a free Google tool that will allow you to measure how your site is showing up in organic search. So go to Google Search Console, add your website, verify it, and there's a section under Google Search Console called Performance, which will show you impressions and clicks. Impressions being, if someone does a Google search, my site shows up somewhere, page 1 to page 100, whatever it is. And if that generates clicks, it'll show you the clicks. And so this is a quick way of analyzing what keyword phrases are generating impressions and clicks. Go down to the query section and filter by your brand. Just search for your keyword name. And then you can see over time, is that increasing? Are more and more people searching for my name? So the way to use Ubersuggest is to go into the keyword overview section of the keyword research menu and put in your brand name. In this case here, you can see I've put in the name Chic, click search, and it will generate a keyword overview report. Now, because I put in my brand name, it'll show you all of the different variations of the brand. In this case here, I've got Chic. It shows me search volume is 165,000. The monthly search volume over time is steady, but increasing up here. So that's good, right? And then you've got some other data here, but what you want to have a look at is this keyword ideas table, and then click view all keyword ideas. And what that'll do is that'll give you a chart that'll show you for all of these keyword terms relating to your brand, because remember, you put your brand keyword in first. It'll show you the monthly search volume, the cost per click if you were to run Google Ads on it, and some difficulty metrics. Now, what you'll notice with Ubersuggest is across the top here, you've got these little filter options. Suggestions is the catch-all list, but you can click on questions. It'll show you any questions that incorporate the term Chic, comparisons, as product comparisons, etc., and some prepositions. But at a very general level, look at the keyword phrases that incorporate your brand and look at why people are searching for you, and make sure that you have a page that is serving that need. In this case here, for example, I can see there's searches for share, not only the product searches, but people searching for sales, people searching for outlets, people searching for discount code. Don't forget, there's also going to be support-related queries, Chic returns, things like that. Ask yourself, if you've got physical locations, that's another critical one too. Are they looking for physical locations? Are they looking for discount coupons, sales, returns information? Are they also comparing you to other products? Because in this space, you'll see a lot of this product versus that product, or those sorts of things. So as I've suggested to you, you've got these menu options here that'll filter the keyword terms by questions, prepositions, related searches, comparisons, etc. And that's a very powerful way of getting a sense of your branded search. If you're just new and you're beginning, this will be zero. If you search for your brand name, it'll be nominal. As you build it over time, this will increase. Figure out how and why. How do you do it? So at a very minimum, what you want to do is make sure you are serving the needs of people who are searching for your brand name. Search for sales, coupons, and discounts. Make sure you've got pages. And I'll put some example pages here. Location searches. People are searching for a store locator or a specific store. Make sure you've got pages for that. Make sure you've got pages for returns, product-related queries, etc. Size and comparisons, like a size guide, things like that. Now, what's really awesome here is you can now enter your competitor's name into the tool and get a sense for what their branded search is like as well. And that will give you a very helpful way of understanding what they're doing to drive branded search. All right. So look, that's the quick overview of the Shopify SEO diagnostic tool that I've put together for you here. If you've got any questions, look, I'd love it if you came over to the school community here at the Shopify SEO Accelerator. It's free to join. Come in here. You've got access to a whole bunch of additional training courses, a 2023 SEO Accelerator course that I had created previously. Obviously, I've got a 2024 one coming on, but there's a number of diagnostic tools and things like that are here. And I'm in there each week answering questions to help people like yourself out. Hope that was helpful. Thanks so much. Cheers.